Hi everyone, I'm the classic and retro gamer, and today we're taking a trip back to the year 1985. Kids were rocking out to Bon Jovi, wearing neon colors and playing video games on a magical machine, the Commodore 64. This wasn't some newfangled console with fancy cartridges. This was the C64, baby. You popped in a cassette tape, waited an eternity for it to load, and then bam, video game bliss. And one of the best games to grace this beige beauty was Barbarian. This wasn't your Pac-Man, folks. This was a side-facing fighting game with muscle-bound warriors and swordplay to rival any Conan film. Oh yeah, did I mention the array of moves you can pull off? Especially since the 64 only had a joystick and one button at its disposal. This game was brutal, especially for its time. It was like Conan the Barbarian had a baby with Double Dragon, and that baby was raised on a steady diet of pixelated violence. Okay, so the story in Barbarian wasn't exactly Shakespeare. You play as a nameless barbarian warrior, surprise, surprise, who has to fight his way through a series of opponents to reach the evil wizard Drax. Why? Because Drax is a jerk, that's why. He's kidnapped your girlfriend or something, not that the game really explains it. The game takes place in a dark and gritty fantasy world, complete with gloomy forests, treacherous mountains, and of course, a skull-filled arena where you do battle. Everything is rendered in glorious 8-bit graphics, which somehow manage to be both charming and terrifying at the same time. Barbarian's gameplay is about as straightforward as it gets. You move your barbarian left or right, jump, attack, and block. That's it. No complicated combos, no special moves, just pure, unadulterated sword fighting. You control your barbarian with the joystick, using it to move, jump, and swing your sword. Don't let the simplicity fool you, though. Timing is everything in this game. You have to carefully time your attacks and blocks to avoid getting skewered, beheaded, or worse. 2 men enter the level. Only one of you will walk out. The real meat of the game is in its combat. There's an attack for every direction of the joystick, including spinning sword attacks, mid-gut chops, kicks, and that awesome spinning neck chop which will take your opponent's head straight off if timed right. You can also block incoming attacks, but be warned, your health won't last forever. You need to be on the offensive as much as possible. And then there's the decapitation move. Yes, you heard me right. If you time your attack just right, you can lop off your opponent's head. It's gruesome, it's over the top, and it's freaking awesome. Of course, this being a video game from the 80s, the decapitated head gets kicked off the screen by the little ogre that drags bodies away after they have been slain. Pure awesomeness. This was family-friendly entertainment after all. So, what made Barbarian so special? Well, for starters, it was one of the goriest games around at the time. I mean, you could chop people's heads off. That was pretty hardcore back in the day. But beyond the blood and guts, Barbarian was just a really fun and addictive game. The controls were tight, the combat was challenging, and the whole thing had this undeniable charm to it. Plus, it had that awesome theme music that would get stuck in your head for days. You know the one I'm talking about? Da 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 da. Barbarian was a true classic of the Commodore 64 era, and it's a game that's still fondly remembered by gamers of a certain age. So if you ever get a chance to dust off your old C64 or fire up an emulator, make sure you give Barbarian a try. You won't be disappointed. I'm the classic and retro gamer. Don't forget to like and slash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.